All right, next part of this is every table is going to have a color bucket at their table, like a container. So the yellow table is going to have a bunch of yellow in it. And yes, I know there's green, but that's like lime green. It's yellow green. It does have yellow in it also. This is the blue bucket. The red table will have the red. And in those buckets, there's all kinds of values of whatever your table color is. So if you are at the red table, you have to stay at the red table and you have to use all the values of red. If you're at the orange table, you're gonna use orange and all the values of orange. So for this next part, your challenge is, do you see how many blues are in this container? It's like a lot, but some of them are the same. Like, so these two blues are the same, right? So I only have to use one of those blues, but you're gonna see crayons, you're gonna see colored pencils, you're gonna see markers, you're gonna see skinny markers. You want to try to use every single different value of color that's in your bucket. So for example, I'm gonna take the turquoise and I'm gonna use the turquoise. What I don't wanna do is take the darkest color and go over my name, or I'm not gonna be able to see my name. That would be bad, okay? So, but I can outline it and then I can always come back in with a crayon and I can color that part in. You're gonna notice me when I color things, I put a fence around the inside of that shape or whatever I'm coloring. Usually it's a shape. And then I color it in because it helps me stay inside the lines. So did you notice how I just outlined with marker? Now I'm coloring the inside with crayon, and that's just a really good strategy if you are working on staying inside the lines, okay? So now I just grabbed a different value of blue. Did you notice how I put the back on the back? Yep, no. It helps make sure that we know where our things are. I'm gonna go ahead and outline the inside of the shape, and then I can use whatever I want to color it in. If I wanna outline it and then I wanna color it in something else, I can do that, or I can color it with marker. That's totally fine too. I'm gonna grab a crayon this time. I'm gonna go ahead and do my fence inside my area, and then I'm gonna color it in. Now, if you're noticing, am I just taking whatever color I'm using and just coloring my whole entire square? No, I don't wanna do that, because if I do that, I'm not following directions. I'm not using every value of blue. I'm like scribbling all over my square. So I don't wanna do that. And notice, like, what if I need to use that blue again? Can I do that? Of course you can. You might run out of options, and that's totally okay. But there's a lot of different crayons in here. So I wanna make sure, and colors and markers, I wanna make sure that I use them all. So I'm always putting my fence and I'm coloring it in. So in a minute, I'm gonna come around, I'm gonna give you the colors at your table, and then you are gonna start coloring using the same strategy. And I'm gonna be watching to see who is following directions. I cannot wait to see how amazing all of your quilt squares are.